So that is the security meeting download. And also on the theme of security, we have been procrastinating till the very, very end of our meeting because we're still in kind of denial about it. We have a special presentation to make for one very key partner in our airport security. Mr. Arbachi, I'll turn it over to you to introduce.
Yes, thank you, President Chu. Yes, it's with deep sadness that we have to acknowledge that Keith Jeffries, who is the FSD here at LAX and in this region and has been for a while, is going to be leaving us. We're very happy for him. We're very, very sad for us. I think we all know throughout the years that you've been on this board, and we've had Keith come in himself and tell about all the great things that he's done with his team. And you've certainly heard all of us at LAWA commend his activities and his leadership throughout the time that he was here. There's no question at all that we were very blessed to have the best FSD in the country here at LAWA for many years. In Keith, and it is very clear to see that the reason why we do so well here at LAX from a TSA perspective is because of him. There's no question about that. If you look around the country, this is not one of the best places for TSA people to work. It's one of the most expensive cities in the country. There's so much competition here. Yet, throughout all of our time periods here, we're always fully staffed. You'll recall during the government shutdown, when most of the country was the airport people, the TSA people were not working. Here we had a huge number of TSA people wanting to come out to work, even though they weren't getting paid, and that was because they wanted to do it for Keith. And there's no question of that. If you look at if you look at statistics about call-ins, and Martin updates me on this all the time about call-ins and people who are on workman's comp cases and all of those things, we have the highest number of TSA check-ins in the country here, and we have for many, many, many years. Yet we have the lowest wait times in the country. We have Keith's team has the very small percentage of people who call in sick on a daily basis, and it's exponentially lower than the average, especially if you compare to places like New York and Chicago. And that's all about Keith. He provides the leadership and the culture here where people want to come and want to work and want to do a great job and want to do great from a customer perspective. So we will be very, very sad to see Keith leave. His contributions here and his imprint are just so well seen and experienced by us. And we've been a successful airport in many cases because of his leadership and his activities. So we just want to give him a huge shout out. I know we're going to be outside in a minute as well, but I think in the public here and in front of this board, I just want to say huge, huge, huge thank you to Keith. Tell him how much we appreciate everything he's done for us here, and of course wish him all the very best in the rest of his career, which I'm sure will be bright wherever he ends up.
Thank you, Justin. I have a resolution that I'd like to read in a little bit, but I know also that our board, we all have very strong feelings and thoughts that probably some other people want to share first. I do want you to know, Mr. Jeffries, that when Justin first informed us that you'd be retiring, we immediately took a unanimous vote to deny that action. But unfortunately, we were informed that was not within our jurisdiction, so we were reluctantly accepting it and very happy for you and sad for our loss. But I want to open it up to my fellow board members too for comments. I know people have words.
Yeah, I just want to say, Mr. Jeffries, I'm an entry-level employer, and so I know how important it is to give eye contact to people who work in jobs where people don't always acknowledge them. So every time I go through TSA, which is quite a bit, I look in people's eyes, and you can tell that people care. And for me, it's personal because I'm looking at generally people of color, younger people who, in our region aren't born into, environments and situations that lead to outcomes where they wouldn't be working in entry level jobs. But people, you can tell that they're well cared for, and the statistics matter. I know that leadership determines how often people call out, what your percentages are of lawsuits and workers' comp, and the effectiveness in terms of how people do their job. And I mean, literally, I know for myself personally what time I have to be in this parking lot in order to get on a plane because I never have to worry about going through TSA. It's always friendly. And even when you're experiencing difficult customers before you or travelers before, in front of you or behind you, the way that people deal with folks, and it's not easy. You got to really, feel like you're a part of something that matters in order for you to behave in a way that's even better than maybe what you were exposed to until you came to work in this organization. So the way that you have cared about people and the standard that you have set sets the stage for their performance. It just speaks to who you are as I don't know you well, but I do know what you've been responsible for and how that shows up day to day, and how the people who have worked with you and for you for years speak about you. And it's very, very, very unique. And so you've done yourself proud because people respect you as much as can be the case. So congratulations on a well-earned retirement. And I pray that your life, turns out you experience it exactly the way you want to from here on out.
Oh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. I can't add much more to that and what Justin already said because, all of it is so true. But the fact that, our officers came to work during the pandemic and we didn't have a lot of absences attributes a lot to you. And over the years, I really noticed a change in TSA officers' attitudes. Like now they're professional yet friendly enough, but still doing their job, making the traveling public feel safe and secure, but also welcome through our airport. So thank you for that. I'm concerned about what will happen when you're gone, so I hope that's going to continue after. But congratulations to you, and thank you for everything that you've done to make our airport the great success that it is.
I'll go next. I know we have not gotten a chance to get to know each other very well. We did get to know each other during my onboarding. Just thank you so much for everything you do. I echo what everybody said. I can tell that the TSA agents at this airport are different than a lot of TSA agents at other airports, and that's because of you. So thank you for your services. I hope you have a great retirement and wish you the best.
I also echo all of my fellow commissioners' sentiments. You should probably know that the share of most of us get our lion's share of critics about everything that goes on at this airport from A to Z. Since I've joined here, my texts, my phone calls, my emails from people I know and don't know constantly criticize elements of the airport that they think can be improved. The one area that I have never received the criticism for is about TSA. On the contrary, to the positive, it moves quickly, the agents are friendly, and especially in light of the physical constraints that you have within this airport for your operation, which it's not easy, right? In no way that we can expand the physical territory that you need in order to process as many passengers as you do. So what you've done is truly remarkable. You will be missed. Our partnership hopefully will continue on in the light that you've shown on your team and on this airport. So thank you very much.
Thank you. All very well said. I want to read this resolution that we've prepared for you, but I also just want to say how much respect I have for this, what you're leaving behind, Keith. In really, it's a commentary on leadership and culture. It is so rare to find in a leader, and it is something that's really remarkable. I mean, I hope for me that I'll retire from my career leaving such a legacy where the organization I'm leaving behind has such a culture and commitment to do their job with excellence and, show up at work every day despite really challenging circumstances. So I hope you feel very proud. And I'll just read this quickly and then let you say a few words if you'd like. So this is a resolution from the City of Los Angeles in recognition of Keith Jeffries and his service to Los Angeles World Airports. Keith Jeffries has served with distinction as the Transportation Security Administration Federal Security Director for the Los Angeles area of operations. He leaves us with a lasting and indelible impact as we transform and deliver world-class facilities for the people of Los Angeles and beyond. We are proud to salute Keith for more than 40 years of exemplary career service and for his dedication to the safety and security of our employees and our guests at Los Angeles World Airports. As the director of the largest field workforce in the TSA, Keith's extraordinary leadership during his time with the LAX area of operations has had a tremendous impact on our regional transportation systems. He has worked tirelessly to foster professional collaborations at every level of government and across transportation sectors that continue to enhance public security, transform and deliver best leadership practices, and implement innovative and comprehensive security strategies that detect, deter, and mitigate public threats to our air, rail, cargo, and pipeline systems in Southern California. His partnership and shared vision opened the way for LAX to be leveraged into an innovation test site for state-of-the-art technologies and pilot programs, and stands not only as a testament to the strategic relationship between TSA and Los Angeles World Airports, but also to his investment in Los Angeles as a safe, secure, and welcoming crossroads of commerce, culture, and travel. On the occasion of your retirement, Los Angeles World Airports offers sincerest congratulations and wishes you every success in your future endeavors.
Beautiful. Thank you.
So thank you, Madam President. I'm humbled by all of the kind words. This has been the greatest assignment I've had in my entire 40 years. I've told people that along the way. I'm not just saying that because I'm here and for the wonderful remarks, but the team is really what makes it work. The partnerships, it's all of you all that have made this happen, and it starts with certainly my relationship with Justin, and it'll remain strong. And all of the support that you all have given me over the last 6.5 years is it truly does trickle down from the top down to the frontline employees. So you all deserve the same credit. The team is in great hands. That's why I drug my inappropriately dressed deputy FSD board with me today. He had some other outside activities that he was engaged in with the pipeline and some other things, but I asked him to pop in because I know I would have that question. Who's going to be the next person to step up? And we're hoping that it's Jason Pantages. He's exceptional. They're in great hands with him. I don't control over who TSA picks, but it is Los Angeles for TSA is one of the most complex operations. It's certainly the largest in TSA in the field. So they're in great hands. But to your point, sir, it's all about the frontline officers for me. It always has been. You're also blessed with still in one of my team members, Deputy Martin Elam, and as you can tell with his energy and enthusiasm and his leadership ability, it's just, and he is Los Angeles, right? And he sets that tone too, and all of our employees are like that. So I've been blessed. I'm gifted in the sense that I've been humbled with such a terrific team. I've been the least important person in this process for the last 6.5 years. It's truly just trying to provide them with the things that they need to be successful. But thank you so much, and I don't know what I'm going to do next, but I am going home, and I've been a geographical bachelor for quite some time, and it's just time to go home. It's just time, that's all. I mean, nothing's wrong. No one's running me off in case that rumor's out there. I'm actually done a good job. So, but thank you so much for everything, and I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.